You recently had a bunch of gear stolen from a place in Iowa. You said people broke in your basement, stole guitars, stole stuff.
I've got 98% of it back, so. We were able to find a couple of my guitars that have some serious value for me, like personal value. There was a misconception that the basses that were taken were actually Paul's, and that's not true. They were Paul Gray's signature basses that we got from Ibanez, that we then brought with us out on the Slipknot tours and had on stage to represent him. We had them at our house after these tours, and those were taken. But we've been able to kind of get those back. I got my guitars back. We got a bunch of my equipment back. It's just been a process, you know. I mean, and honestly, most of that stuff you can use as firewood. You know, it was the betrayal is really what sucked. You know, because this was a friend of mine. This was a guy I had looking after my house, my storage units. You know, kind of looking after my best interest while we were gone, and come home and it's like, oh, great.
Yeah, there's such a violation.
Yeah. But the cool thing is, the other side of this is that if it weren't for my other friends, we wouldn't have known. We wouldn't have known these things were gone until it was too late, you know. So it also kind of reestablished the fact that we have some really good friends in Des Moines who look out for us no matter what. We're doing 2 shows in October in South America and probably Mexico. After that, I mean, except for those 2 shows, I pretty much got the rest of the year off, which is awesome. I haven't taken time off in 15 years, and I'm starting to kind of freak out.
Yeah.
Next year, we are going to reconvene with Slipknot and start throwing some new music at each other and start working on a new album. So that's the plan for right now, and I'm getting some demos together. I know Joey's got a bunch of stuff. Clown's a maniac, so he's gonna have some weirdness, you know? I mean, his stuff is so crazy, it's beautiful. The great thing about this band that there's so many creative minds that kind of bounce off of each other, and it's that kind of friction and frisson that really make us what we are. You know, if you're too overwhelmed, then when you sit down and you try to write something, it feels forced. You know? There's nothing worse than forced music. I mean, this world has enough of that right now, where it's basically, you know, McDonald's making music. And it's like, everybody needs another hamburger and fries. Here's a piece of crap that nobody's going to care about in 2 years.
Yep, it's disposable.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, I hate that, and I don't ever want to be that guy. So for me, I want to be able to let the inspiration come to me, you know, because that's when you get the best stuff. That's when you get
when you're excited about it, when you care to follow up and make it something good, as opposed to just getting it done.
And there's so much expectation on this anyway, that the last thing I want to do is put the guys through that kind of bombardment. It's going to be hard enough for us going into the studio without Paul anyway. The last thing I need is that cloud hanging over us. I mean, we already have the Slipknot cloud anyway, which we've been complaining about since '98. But, you know, if we can all kind of go in and do it together, try to have fun with it, make it dark, make it crazy, make it beautiful, I think we'll have something very special.